All right, everybody, welcome to our Volusion broadcast today. So I have gotten some requests recently to talk a little bit about putting something on sale in your Volusion store, how to actually display that on a product within Volusion. Because sale prices are pretty common in the retail space, right? We don't just put a price in and call that our list price and sell it for that all the time. Sometimes we run sales. And in fact, you see how common it is just by quickly looking on Amazon for anything. Let's say I'm looking for some office decor here in Amazon. And if I do a search here and look through, almost any product, you'll notice Amazon does this a lot. Let me zoom in a little bit on this product, and I'll show you what I'm referring to. Okay, so you guys should see this 7 Rules of Life motivational poster print. That's what we're looking at right now. Well, notice in Amazon what they do with pricing a lot of times. So they've got a list price, and then they usually have sort of like their sale price here, list price and sale price. And basically everything's on sale on Amazon, right? They're notorious for showing a list price. What's a list price, guys? When we're talking about displaying a list price, it's not common just to Amazon, by the way. A lot of other places do it. What is this price here? Sometimes it's called a suggested retail price, maybe, right? A manufacturer's an MSRP, a manufacturer's suggested retail. Is that significant at all? Not really, right? You can make a list price anything you want. Just because somebody says it's worth what it says here, which is $10.99, doesn't mean that's the actual value of the product or what it should be sold for. That's just the list price. Can you sell it at MSRP or list price? Yeah, you can, but I know a lot of places, Amazon especially, they like to show a price and then they like to show a markdown and a sale of some sort. Or at least like their price is better than the list price kind of thing. Now, I'm not suggesting on your Volusion site every product should look that way, although it might be worth testing. I always say when it comes to these types of things, especially as it relates to pricing, you cannot possibly come up with the ideal price unless you split test. Meaning, for a little while on your site, as long as you're getting traffic to it, you're getting visitors and traffic on a regular basis, maybe 1 month you run a product as a standard list price MSRP and you try to sell it for that. And then in another month, you do the list price and then a sale price underneath that and see how that impacts the number of conversions you have on that product. If the second month yields a lot better results and you sell that product much more efficiently and effectively, then maybe that should tell you, hey, maybe I'll keep that sort of a format and a look with a marked down sale price. But I show you this, and this shouldn't surprise you. Any of you guys who do any amount of shopping online, this is a very common practice. And I know we point to Amazon a lot for things, but that's just because Amazon, they're sort of the best at what they do. And so we try to emulate some of those things on our Volusion site. So to our initial question, if you want to do a sale price on your products, you can, and it's very easy. Let me show you how to do it. Let me erase my drawing here. We'll get out of Amazon and let's go back to a Volusion site. So what you're looking at right here is a Volusion site. Let's log in first. And I'm actually currently logged in. So I'm gonna go to the dashboard on this site for just a second. And I'm gonna go, well, I'm gonna leave it here on the dashboard. I've got, well, maybe I'll go find a product this way. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let me go out to the live site for just a minute. Let's pick a product as an example. Okay, so let's do necklaces, and then let's grab this first one called the Bonnie. This one right here. Now you'll notice the Bonnie is currently priced at $19. The strategy that's being used on this site is nothing more than putting a price on it. That's not bad or good. That's just the strategy they're using, and they need to take time to split test this a little bit and see if that's an effective price. I mean, I get this question all the time when I'm pricing stuff on my Volusion site. What should I sell it for? And my response is always, I have no idea. We have to figure that out. So, you know, maybe try to get an idea of what it's worth, check out competitors, find comparable products. You know, in the real estate market, if you want to put a price tag on a home, the way they usually do that, because every home and every piece of property is totally unique and you can't really compare apples to apples, what do you do to figure out the value of a home? Well, you look in the same neighborhood for other homes that have sold that are comparable in size and you know, maybe the year the home was built and some of the other, you know, key components, and that gives you just a rough idea of what you should sell it for, right? Those are comparables in real estate. It's the same thing online with pricing products. You know, you got to go out there and maybe see what your competitors are doing and kind of get a feel for it and then put a price in. But today, I don't want to talk so much about pricing theory. I just want to show you the nuts and bolts of showing this product as a sale product. So let's say I want to mark this down to, you know, $10, right? A big markdown. We're going to do like $10 as a sale price. Let me show you how to do that. So I would first edit the product, okay? I'm going to get into the edit screen here to where I can make some changes. And any of this pricing stuff that we want to do, you scroll down and you find this advanced info section. You click on advanced info and then you're going to come down and you're going to select the pricing section right here, okay? So let's do that. Advanced info and pricing. All right, so here we are. You'll notice you've got a bunch of blanks here. Now, originally, you would have priced the product all the way up here at the top where it says $19. And you need to keep that price there of 19. Okay, so we'll leave that there. But if I want to put this on sale, it's really simple. Okay, I know this is hard. You come right here to where it says sale price, and you put in what you want. I want to sell it for $9.99, right? Okay, if I put in $9.99, here's what happens. Let me save it. Then let's see what it looks like live on the internet now. There it is. Okay, now what changed, guys? Now you still get the normal price of 19, but in red, it's going to mark it as a sale price of $9.99. And then just like Amazon, I believe Amazon did this very same thing. They show the savings right here in smaller print of $9.01. Okay. Do people like to get a sale? Of course they do, right? There's a reason why in the retail business, sales are important, right? We want to feel like as consumers we're actually getting a deal on something. Nobody's ever purchased a car or purchased a home without feeling like they got some kind of a sale, right? Everybody thinks they got a good deal. Whether that's true or not, who knows? But they feel like it, and it's the same in the retail space. They're going to feel like it if you tell them that it's on sale. Now, I know one strategy surrounding this is it's like, okay, but I don't want to sell it for much less than my list price. So I've got my list price or my current regular price at $19. That's what I want to sell it for, but I want to show it on sale, right? So what do? You increase your price, make that make that $29, and then put it on sale for $19, right? So you're giving people the impression that it's on sale. Now, is that honest or fair? Well, sure it is, right? We're not forcing anybody to buy it. We can call something whatever sale we want to. It's just simply a pricing strategy. If you're not comfortable marking it up and then discounting it beyond that to show that it's on sale, then then you'll want to price it a little bit differently. But I think this is very effective. So again, if I wanted to do that, it'd be really easy, right? Let me go back into my product here. I'm gonna increase the original price now. We're not selling it for 19. Now we're selling it for $29.99. That's not really what I want to sell it for, right? Because that's overpriced. I'm just going to show now that the sale price is $19.99, right? See how I changed that? Now I save it. Now I'm going to reload this page, and then there you go. Right? There's my change right there. Savings of $10. Now it's on sale in red for $19.99. Does that increase conversions? I actually think it does, just as a general rule. People love the idea of a sale. I think this is going to be helpful for conversion rates. So if you're currently getting a lot of traffic to your site, but you're feeling like conversions are low, or maybe you're just not selling as much as you think you should be, this is a great strategy. Without marking down everything on sale and jeopardizing your margins, consider increasing your original price and then marking it down further, okay? I think that's a pretty good practice. All right, another thing we can do. Let's scroll down here. There is a spot for list price. So we could say the list price, meaning in this case, sort of like the MSRP or the normal price as it relates to the manufacturer. Maybe we say that's $39.99, or even, I mean, you've seen it on Amazon. Amazon does this all the time. They make their list price so high. Let me see if I can give you a good example of that. I know they do it on furniture a fair bit. Let me put in patio furniture. Oh yeah, that's a great example. Check out this one. Okay, so they're saying there's a sale here on this product. Okay, the MSRP or the original list price is $2,100, right? They're saying on sale for $929, and they're saying you're saving 56% on this. If you came back to this product in a month, what do you want to bet that it would still be on sale? If you came back to this product in 6 months, what do you want to bet it would still be on sale? Meaning, on Amazon at least, a lot of this stuff that shows as a sale price is really their normal price. But they show it as a sale because they want you to feel like you're getting tremendous value, right? Makes you feel like you need to hurry and buy it because it's on sale. So, I mean, the same concept applies here on our site, right? And we could very well do that. I could say my list price is $49.99 and save it, and here's what it'll look like. Okay, so now you've got 3 tiers here. You got, hey, here's what the list price is. Here's what our normal price is. And guess what? We're giving you a sale of $19.99. Your savings is $30, right? That just, what it does is it builds value in the product, right? You look at this now and you think, wow, I can get this for $20. Usually this is like a $50 necklace. And what's interesting about that is it does increase perceived value. Now this necklace, I don't know what the costs are on it or the margins on it, but if you look at it and you see it as it is and you think it's normally priced around $50, you're going to think this is more valuable, right? As opposed to it's normally priced around, whatever it is. I think before we did any of this pricing stuff, it was just priced at $19, right? So it just creates a little more value in your stuff, and I guess that's the point of me showing you this. To your question, Jeff, how long should we keep the sale price on our site? It's up to you. You can do it like Amazon, kind of like this, and it's your perpetual sale. It's you can do it in perpetuity, right? Maybe you never change it. Maybe it's always on sale. I mean, that's a lot of what Amazon does. Sometimes, however, it is nice to have a legit sale. And maybe you go in here and mark stuff down for holidays, certainly Black Friday, maybe over a portion of December, mark stuff down and try to increase sales. Maybe you have a spring sale, right? I guess it depends a little on what you're selling, but yeah, Jeff, that's hard to answer. Too many variables. You'll have to test it a little bit, and that's why I say the ideal thing to do is get a lot of traffic to your site and then split test. Try it like this for a while, try it another way for a while, and see what yields the best results. But doing this kind of stuff, generally speaking, helps. I mean, it definitely helps. All right, let me show you one other thing as it relates to this. Let me scroll back down here. So there's some other sections here that I'm not going to spend a ton of time on just because they don't really get used all that often. You can set it up to where somebody has to do something to qualify for the sale, which is what this area is right here, require action for sale price. So you can make it to where people have to add the item to the cart first and then they see the sale price, or they have to give you their email before they get a better sale price. Those are strategies that could be used, but they're a little more on the advanced side. And if your site's still a little newer, I don't know if I'd be using that a whole lot. There's an option for setup cost. Okay, so on certain products, maybe you want to charge a little more. Maybe you want to do a surcharge or an extra shipping charge because it's going to cost a little more for shipping. This is a great place to do that. So here's what you can do. So let's say this item right here, for whatever reason, it's a little more expensive to ship. Now, I know we're talking about a necklace, but play along with me. Let's say this is more expensive to ship, and it's going to cost an extra $15 above and beyond what it usually costs to ship. Let's just say because we have to add some insurance, or yeah, exactly, Jeff. Precisely what I was thinking. Insurance, or we have to add a little extra packing material because it's delicate. Whatever the case may be, we can show that here. So I could say there's a setup cost of whatever it is, $10. Okay, so I'll put a 10 in here in setup cost. But I don't want it to say setup cost, right? Because if I save this right now, and then I go back out to my product, you'll see the setup cost right here. I know this is kind of small, but it says setup cost $10. And it's like, well, why, right? If I'm a shopper, I'm like, what is a setup cost on buying a necklace? So I don't know if I would want to have it be called setup cost in this case. So going along with our example, let me scroll down here and let's go. I believe it is in. Where is it? Might be in miscellaneous. Let me look. I can never remember. There's so many different options. No, that's not it. Not pricing levels. Oh, product display. Of course, like the last one I click on. So product display, then this one right here. So under product display, and then setup cost name. Okay, this is where we can change it. So I could now change this to whatever. We call this insurance fee, or like shipping, added shipping insurance fee, or something, right? Or we could call it shipping surcharge, right? And then hit save. That makes it a little more clear. Now I'm going to reload this page real quick. And there you go. See, that looks better, doesn't it? That looks a lot better. So if you're looking at the pricing of this item, you're like, okay, cool. Usually 50. You guys are usually priced at 30 though, and I can get it for 20, so I'm getting a good deal here. Oh, but I see. Yeah, there's a shipping surcharge there, right? Of $10. So then if I come and add this to my cart as a customer, and I'm just going to do that so you can see what happens. I just added it. I better go check my shopping cart here. Let me empty the cart real quick. And then let's add it again. Sorry, I had some other stuff in my shopping cart at that point. Okay, anyway, here's the Bonnie again. Let's add it to the cart. It's $20, right? But see, it's not showing as $20. It's showing as $29.99 because we're adding that additional surcharge right here. Okay? So now we're priced at $29.99. So anyway, that's kind of a nice thing to know anyway, because I know some of you guys have said, hey, I'm selling my products and I've got this normal shipping rate, but some of my stuff costs a little more to ship. How do I add that extra bit of shipping? This is a great way to do it. You can add a little shipping surcharge onto certain things, and then onto other things you can leave it blank, right? But that's a good way to do it. So anyway, I think that's probably good today, guys. I hope that makes sense. I would like you to incorporate some of these pricing strategies into your site. Don't get crazy with it right now, because if you're at the point where you're not getting a ton of traffic, your focus solely should be on getting visitors to your store. Maybe put a few of your items on sale and use this, but it's hard for me to say what is absolutely the optimal price for any one of your products, because I'm teaching you what I would do. I would get traffic, see how it performs, and then I would split test, and I would say, okay, for the month of February, I'm going to run it all month at this new sale price here, right? And then for the month of March, I'm going to run it all month as just a normal list price the way I had it previously before we started doing all of this. And let's see what performs better. And if one yields better traffic, or I'm sorry, better sales and higher conversions, then you've got the answer to your question. That's going to be the better option. And then maybe you ratchet up the price a little bit the next month and test it, or maybe you bring it back down a little bit. I mean, pricing is it's important, right? But it's really hard to optimize unless you've got visitors to your site. And that's what we're going to teach you to do. So focus on the marketing first. Don't get too crazy on pricing. But regardless, wanted to show you guys how to do this, and really hopefully this is helpful to your site as you move forward, okay? All right, everybody, I think that's good for today. We'll see everybody next time for our next Volusion training on Wednesday. We will be having that next week, and we should have kind of a normal week of webinars now that Valentine's Day is behind us, all right? Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.